Yes, my dear friends, welcome back to the channel. Very good day to you guys all out there, wherever you are on the globe, on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, Canada, Australia, or rather in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, thank God it's Friday. Yes, it is Friday. And look, later tonight or later this afternoon, MARESCA will be speaking to the press. Remember, we have the only training, possibly, before our game against Wolves tomorrow. But guys, something happened. On their arrival from Baku, we were being told that MARESCA has been instructed, specifically, MARESCA has been instructed or has been told to start every match with his best 11, his first 11 players. Then substitute them for the younger ones later when they've scored goals that can win that particular match, to avoid unnecessary draws and losses. I'm taking that again, and I will go deeper. This morning, I will go deeper into this issue because this issue is an issue that is quite serious. Enzo MARESCA has been told to start every match with his first 11 players, his best 11. Then substitute them for the younger ones later in the game when they've scored goals that can win that particular match. When they've already scored goals that can win that particular match. Yes. To avoid unnecessary draws and losses. MARESCA has been told this. Ladies and gentlemen. Now, this statement is like double-edged sword. This statement can cut this way and can cut this way. Now, let's look at it from the left side first. The negative side is that they are telling the coach what to do. We understand this is coming from Todd Bowley. It simply means that they are now instructing the modern day coach in modern day football, telling him how his first team should look like, his selection. They are giving him instruction on his first selections. And not just that. It means that the coach have no power, no authority over his team, over his own selection. Now, let's look at it from the right, this side as well. The right side. What it simply means here is that MARESCA, the club want to let MARESCA know that they don't trust, they don't believe in him. They don't believe in his ability to select the best players. The club doesn't trust enough in him to select the best players for each and every game. So it's two things. If the club is instructing him in this modern day football, number one, it's very wrong. In modern day football, club owners, management don't tell coaches how to select their team, because when something goes wrong, the club can no longer hold the coach responsible for the loss. So modern day management team, owners, they don't instruct coaches on which players to feed, which players not to field, which players to, they don't. So that they can hold the coach responsible. But if Chelsea are doing this currently, it simply means that they've lost trust. And ladies and gentlemen, come to think of this whole thing. After a game at Azerbaijan, MARESCA said something. He said rotational play is something which he does always. And whenever the team wins, we don't talk, we say, yeah, the team is back, the team is good, this, that. Now, when the team loses, we begin to ask questions. Why didn't he feature the normal, George Achampo, Trevor Chalobah, Wesley Fofana? We now asking those questions. That is what he said in his press conference after the game. Why didn't he use Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez? Because things went wrong. I want to say this, and look, ladies and gentlemen, look at this on your screen. Look at this on your screen. You can see there. That is Real Madrid. That is Real Madrid right there on your screen. Just about 2 weeks ago, Real Madrid were to face Cairo, another team in the Champions League. And they featured their best team. They featured their best players, including Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., their first 11. They featured their first 11. This was after they even lost to, Atletico Madrid. They featured their best 11. From Courtois in goal post to every player you can think of. Real Madrid, they featured them. In their first 11, they didn't say, oh, we are meeting a lower team. This team probably does not even deserve to be in the Champions League. So let's just feature our second fiddle. No. Real Madrid featured their first 11. Their best. To win the game. Now, you compare Real Madrid to Chelsea, player by player. I wouldn't say they are better players than Chelsea players, but they've gotten more experience. More experience in that setup. Almost about 70% of that team is a Champions League winning team. About 70 to 80% of the team has won it all. So, experience, they have it. They are more established. Yet, going into games, they know, they understand that no game is more, good to go in with the fiddle, second fiddle, and, they don't underrate any team. That is the point. You go into each game at a time. You don't look at the next game. Oh, next week is Barcelona, so let's reserve. No. Today's game, you play it with the best that is available. Because you can never tell tomorrow. Now, I want to say this. You see, Chelsea has fundamental problem in the setup. And sometimes I wonder how we analyze things. But I'm beginning to see our own mistakes. Even we, as so-called analysts. I saw something that baffled my mind. And I want us to do this comparison. Chelsea fans, I want you to take your time now. Help me to do this comparison. Arsenal defense considered let's go this season. With this man in goal post, Raya in goal post, right? As a matter of fact, I think they consider only 3 goals by far in the Premier League this season. With Raya in goal post, with this Arsenal defense, okay, now let's break it down. Chelsea fans, let's break this down. Let's compare Reece James to Timber with Arsenal defense. Who is a better defender? Reece James to Timber. Who is a better defender? As Chelsea fans, we will say Reece James is the better defender compared to Timber, right? Now let's move further. Let's compare Cucurella to Calafiori. Remember, Chelsea wanted to sign Calafiori from FC Basel. Arsenal came in and then we left him for Arsenal. We went and signed the next one that came to replace Calafiori. That was, what's his name? I forgot it. The one that went to AC Milan for, no, is it Juventus also, last season. Now, compare Cucurella, left back, to Calafiori. Who is a better player? Chelsea fans, you say Cucurella is a better player than Calafiori. Right? Okay. Now let's compare Levi Colwill. Levi Colwill that is injured. A fully fit Levi Colwill to Saliba. Another Arsenal defender. Chelsea fans, who is a better defender? We'll still say Saliba. Now let's go further again and compare Fofana to Gabriel. Wesley Fofana to Gabriel. Chelsea fans, we will say Fofana is a better defender to Gabriel with Arsenal. Should we continue? All right. Moise Caicedo. Or Zubimendi. DM. I don't want to take Declan Rice because we will argue, including myself, that Declan Rice is not a DM. He's an attacking midfielder. So, Caicedo versus Zubimendi. Who is a better DM? Chelsea fans, we will say Caicedo is the best DM in the EPL. In fact, in the world right now, that is what we are saying. We will say it's Caicedo. So look at it. If Chelsea are conceding goals unnecessarily, I think I'll bring this thing up again. My next video, I'll talk about this same thing, this comparison again. Reece James against Timber, who is a better defender. Cucurella against Calafiori, who is a better defender. Yes. Levi Cowell against Saliba, who is a better defender. Cowell against Fofana, who is a better defender. Caicedo against Zubimendi, who is a better DM. These are the people that Arsenal are using to hold their defense. Raya against Robert Sanchez. Well, that one, we cannot argue. We don't have Sanchez. But all our defenders and the DM, Chelsea fans will say they are the best. So why are we conceding stupid goals? I'm sorry to use that word. Why? Ladies and gentlemen, I submit to you this morning that we are conceding stupid goals because MARESCA and Chelsea, we are inconsistent in our setup. We've been very inconsistent. MARESCA have been very inconsistent in the setup of Chelsea's defense. It's as simple as that. If you missed out on this video, maybe when I come back next time, we will talk more. We will talk more. Ladies and gentlemen, it is what it is. I'm running up. And let me just say this quickly. Garnacho said something when they arrived. This is what Garnacho said. Garnacho said, we are Chelsea and we have to try and win every game. So if we drop points here, that's dropping points in Azerbaijan, it's bad for everyone. The manager said, come on and do your things. I scored, but we needed another goal. So it means nothing. He said he scored, but Chelsea needed another goal. So even a goal is scored, still means nothing. Means nothing. That is the situation right now. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say this again, and I'm repeating it again. For your sake, and to help you increase your football knowledge, all tactical decisions, such as formations, starting lineups, substitutions, and player roles, are the absolute responsibility of the head coach or manager, not the board or any executive. So if Chelsea is now giving MARESCA instructions, it means they've lost faith in our head coach. I rest my case. I'll see you guys in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.